Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rambling Man, and I am here today to talk about Arsenal and the transfer rumours. I have 3 potential targets, and then I'm going to talk about the new owner apparently that wants to buy Arsenal next year in 2021. So we're going to start off with Frank Kessie, who is 23 years old. His team is AC Milan. His old teams were Chelsea. He was on loan and his first ever club was Atalanta. He went on loan to Celsia, first in Serie B, then he stayed at Atlanta, and then he moved to AC Milan on loan in 2017-2019, and then Milan bought him at the end of the loan, so he's there at the moment. He's a very good player. I remember we were linked with him the first ever time he was about when he was with Atlanta, and then when he was at loan at AC Milan we were linked with him as well, and people were thinking they're going to recall his loan and then sell him to Arsenal, but he ended up staying in Italy and he seemed like he's doing pretty good for himself. He's only 23 years old, so he has lots of time to improve, get better as a player, and that's what we're missing at the moment. Another defensive midfielder when Torreira's not there, because you can clearly see that Guendouzi isn't a defensive midfielder. I think he's more of a attacking midfielder, centre mid, where like he can get the ball and drive it forward and score more goals and create chances. His defensive mind isn't there yet, but I think in time it will. But at the moment we need another person to replace Torreira. I think Frank Kessie would be a good fit. He's also from the Ivory Coast. He was serious. Right, I can get this name. Celsia. Appearance of 37 appearances and 4 goals. For Atlanta he had 67 appearances and 11 goals, and now for AC Milan he has 50 appearances and 8 goals. See, it's not all about his goals for him. He's more a defensive player and he's more about winning the ball back and playing it forwards. Like, he makes 1.4 tackles a game, 0.7 interceptions. The bad thing is he only makes 1 point, so he makes about 2 fouls a game. He rarely gets sent off in yellow cards. He has 1.1 key pass per game. He has 36.8 pass per game, and then he has an 86.9 passing success rate. So that'd be very good for Arsenal with his passing. Look at that, like 86 pass rate, and then apparently he gets about 37 passes off every game. This is, for a defensive midfielder, that's alright, because you're not supposed to be getting most of the ball. You're just basically breaking into playing quick passes out there. But I think he's suit the Premier League. I think him and Jacques would be a great partnership when Torreira's not there, and then even if Torreira is there, you can still play him a bit if you want to go real defensive and try to hold the draw at one of the games. But I hope Arsenal, I hope he actually can. He actually seems like a good player in a good age right now for us to build up a new team again. And another person here, Martins, who is 32 years old, plays for Napoli. He's on his last few months of his contract, and we've been heavily linked with him. I haven't no notion why. The only way, like I said, if we're linked to strikers or forwards, if we're selling rather Aubameyang or Lacazette. And then I heard today Lacazette was caught with someone that wasn't his missus apparently, but I'm not really, I'm not here to cover it. I was just told today, and I was like, oh, fair enough, whatever, just put that out there. But don't want to get too deep now. We're on about the football now. So Martins is, a few months left of his contract. He plays as a second striker or centre forward. Sorry, he's been at Napoli since the 13-14 season to now. In this season he has 16 games, 4 goals, 3 assists. He has 4 major honours, and then all time for Napoli he has 118 goals, 304 appearances and 71 assists. He also used to play for PSV. Yet again, it's the age. It's 32. We don't need them players anymore. I don't want to see any more 30, 31, 32 players anymore. I want to see... Oh, there goes my tea again. He's done. Like, we don't need him. Like, if it's a free, fair enough. A free, you don't really care. It's a free. You're not gonna cry and moan about it. But it's not for me. I think he'll end up staying in Italy or China or America. I think that's where he's gonna go, because we don't need him. Like I said, we sell some maybe, but we don't need him. I don't think we need them, and I don't know why we keep getting linked for all these forwards. Even today, crazy rumour today, apparently Arsenal's big target in the summer is James Maddison, and I'm just like, not a hope would he leave. The only way he would leave if Arsenal get the top 4 this year and Leicester don't, and it does looking very, very unlikely this year for Arsenal. I think our main focus is going to be on the Europa League, and that's what it looks like anyway. And why would James Maddison want to leave? He's at a great club. He starts every week. Will he start? He probably will start at Arsenal every week, but that's what I mean. You'd have to get rid of, because you have to get, I think, Ozil then, because he's an attacking midfielder, centre midfielder, and he can play left mid. But we already have kind of Xhaka Torreira. Like I said, Ozil's a really good player, but I just think he's missing that last little step. He needs to be a bit quicker, a bit faster, take a few more shots. And I think Maddison, again, 23 years old, he could pop shots from anywhere. He can run into the box. He's a box-to-box midfielder. That'd be a great replacement for Ozil, 100%. And apparently, the market value for James Maddison is going to be 90 million in the summer. So, and Leicester only bought for 20 million off Norwich, so that'd be great money back for them. His all-time Leicester is 63 appearances, 16 goals and 10 assists. He does 42.35 passes per game. He does 30% crossing, and he does 57% tackle success rate. This season is 21 appearances, 6 goals and 3 assists. Great player. I think 100% we should go in for him, but Man United seems like they're going to, because they're just going to splash the cash. We offer 90, they're going to offer 100, and I doubt Arsenal are going to whip out 100 now if we sell like 2 or 3 players worth about 50 million each. But I highly doubt that. I see him rather staying at Leicester, or he's going to go. Liverpool wouldn't be a bad shout actually. Placement for Henderson actually, that'd be a good shout for Liverpool actually. But we're just going to have to wait and see now who's going. I think they bought that Japanese midfielder to replace Henderson now, but I don't know. James Maddison would have been a very good fit for Liverpool. It'd be a great fit for Arsenal, but I doubt you're leaving out near him, even touch what his valuation is. And apparently, an African man from Nigeria has said he wants to buy Arsenal. I can't pronounce his name. If I try, I'll go butcher it all. I'll try and pronounce it. Dano Gotti. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Apparently, he wants to buy Arsenal in 2021. He said he's already had talks with the Cronkies about trying to get ownership of the club. He's 62 and his net worth is 8.9 billion. 8.9 billion. Like, what would you do with all that? Like, you couldn't even be able to spend it, and even set your family for life into families and families after that, Like, he's worth 8.9 billion. He's owner of a company called Dangote Group, the largest conglomerate. It's one of the biggest companies in West Africa. He employs 30,000 people. It was founded in 1981. The revenue for the company is 4.1 billion, and he produces cement, sugar, salt, flour, steel, oil, gas, and packing. Like, we all need cement to build up houses. We all need sugar for food. We all need salt for food. We all need flour for food. We all need steel to build cars and build anything you want. We need oil and gas to keep our houses going, and then packing. Like, we all need packaging. We all need to package products. Like, so, nearly everything he has, everybody needs in the world. Everyone needs. You need cement, you need sugar, you need salt, you need flour, you need steel, you need oil, you need gas, and packing. Like, what a great businessman he is to realise that's what all them, and he probably has the best of the best, and that's how he's making his money. Like, 8.9 billion. How could you walk around and knowing that you are worth 8.9 billion? Like, what could you spend it on? Like, I don't even know what I'd spend it on. I'd probably buy 4 or 5 islands, maybe countries, maybe. But that'd be a good buy. Like, buy them buy Arsenal. Why not? Sure, the Cronkies are doing nothing. They don't know what the hell's going on over here in England. They don't want to put the money in for some players, and they didn't. But I just don't think they're bothered. Like, they're just not interested in. They're just looking at this as a little bit of a money scheme. Like, it's not like something they want Arsenal to go win. Like, they just say it in the press. Just to say it in the press. Like, you're not going to come out in the press and go, "Oh no, I'm just here for the money. This is just a money club. This is for the LA Rams, and this is what supports their transfer fees." Oh, sorry there. So, I hope he does. I think that's the one thing we need as well. The new owner now, that's just going to be 100% committed at all the game, home or away. Well, I won't say away, but every home game being there. Like, I'd love if I seen my owner there every single game. because these shows that he cares. He could actually look at the players and who he thinks isn't good enough for the club, and ask the manager, what's he like, what's this like, who do you need, what do you need, and then that's what happens. Like, that's how Liverpool are doing so well. They did great business. They had Suarez sold them, they had Coutinho sold them, and look at the money they got, and look at the players they bought, because good recruitment. And now look at them going to win the league for the first time, and if they don't win the league, oh my god, you couldn't do nothing about it. They won the league. If they didn't win the league now, if they slip now and let the league slip, I would sack Klopp, Paul, because how many points are Liverpool ahead now? Sorry about this. You're 14 points clear. 14 points. Like, if you can't slip now. Like, you can't. If they do, oh my god, you'd have to laugh at every Liverpool fan you see for the rest of their lives if they muck it up now. But highly doubt it. Only if Firmino, Mane and Salah all got injured right here, right now, and they were out for the rest of the season, obviously then I wouldn't think they're going to. Then you couldn't sack him down because there's 3 injuries. But I think this is going to be Liverpool's year. I've been probably watching football when I was about 7, 8, really watching football, understand what the hell's going on. And it's going to be eventually Liverpool were always going to win the Premier League at one stage. Like, you couldn't go through my whole life without Liverpool winning the league. Like, my dad's been through it. He's seen Liverpool win the leagues over and over again. And maybe this is it. Maybe they're back now to win more and win. And them and Man City are just going to be the 2 top clubs now for the rest. Next 4 or 5 years, maybe. I don't know. I hope not. I hope Arsenal are still up there. I hope they're going to bounce back and become a great team again and become what they used to be. And everyone, and the way I used to watch them, because I remember watching the Invincible season. What a season. I wish we could do it again. Looks like Liverpool are going to do this. They deserved it. They have a great team, great manager and great group of players. And that is going to be me today for the football, about Arsenal and other random stuff I'm talking about. I will be doing another video today, just me again talking about random stuff that I like. And it's very hard for me to try and keep the language down because I want to swear and all that, but I can't because stupid YouTube regulations, blah 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 blah. But thank you so much for watching me, and I will see you later on today. Bye bye.